Hello, one and all. This is Nerdcraft here, bringing you game number 2 of a best of 3 series here between our Red Terran mouzThorzain, the Spoon Terran himself, and I don't have a nickname for him, but EGDemuslim here on Crevasse. I don't know if it's TSL or RE. No, Terminus RE. That's it. Terminus RE. Now, Crevasse was the last game. What am I talking about? So speaking of the last game, though. Thorzain is doing his very own style of slowly pushing, encroaching upon the enemy. You know, his spoon tactic, as a lot of people call it. And the Muslim he was kind of getting starved there. He needed to get his fourth desperately, and he was starting finally to push Thorzain out when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, huge flank from Thorzain just clinched the game. If you guys want to see that, I highly recommend seeing that game first. I mean, it was pretty awesome. If you're watching this game, watch the first game, then watch the second game, and hey, even subscribe. Why not? Because then you can get them all in a playlist. Have to do some shameless self-promotion. I mean, hey, you know, I want subscribers, but at the same time, I don't want to just scare you guys away. So, yeah, I honestly don't really care if you guys subscribe or not. Well, I do care, but at the same time, I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna be like subscribe. I'm not gonna be like that. That's a dick. Why would I want to do that? That's a dick move, bro. So anyway, here we got barracks coming up from both players here. Thorzain kind of putting his barracks a little more further ahead. And I just want to say Terminus is a huge map, and it's got something really cool right there. Like a really cool nuclear reactor or something like that. I really love it. It's so cool. I'm a nerd, what can I say? And here we have a gas coming up from EGDemuslim, and we do have a gas already made for Thorzain. I was about to say no gas for Thorzain, but no, hey, look at that. I was wrong. I was too busy looking at this awesome nuclear reactor instead of paying attention to the game, which I probably should be doing. And yeah, we have the orbital command being morphed for EGDemuslim. That's just because he built his barracks closer, so it's just like minuscule amounts of seconds being made. And ooh, factory right away here coming up from Thorzain. EGDemuslim, by the looks of it. No, I thought that was an SCV. EGDemuslim is just waiting for that to get done. He doesn't have the gas yet for it. Looks like he's just going to try and stick to a bit more of a heavy marine composition. Puts a reactor down. That's definitely a heavy marine composition right there. And he's going to go for an early expansion. I don't know how this is going to fare against, early tanks by the looks of it, what Thorzain's doing. And the command center now going down for EGDemuslim. And we are going factory finishes, and we're gonna swap them out instantly. Looks like we're gonna go for some Banshees actually, and this is immediately building a Hellion, putting a reactor down too. So I don't know if that's gonna be for the factory or for the barracks. So you might see Hellion into Banshee. Very useful tactic. Very good. Works in TVT, yeah. Again, one of those more effective TVZ kind of those TVZ kind of tactics, but it also works in TVT, just because Marines are squishy. It's so squishy, like you squeeze them and they make the noise. I'm gonna stop it. Okay, so anyway, first Banshee coming out right now. No cloak is being researched. Don't know if he can afford it or not. He does have 100 gas. Don't know if he's gonna try and save up for it. Nope, he's not. Okay, looks like he's just gonna go Banshee. Try and get. Wow, where is it? There it is. Starport here coming down for EGDemuslim, but at the same time, it's not gonna be on a tech lab or anything. So yeah. Huh. I don't even know what I'm thinking anymore. He's probably going to make a Viking from that once he sees the Banshee. It does transfer probes over here. I'd have to say EGDemuslim is definitely in a lead. If we check out the economy here, it's 24 SCVs to 23. EGDemuslim is actually quite a bit of a economic lead. I don't know if that's just because of an even distribution of SCVs, but here comes the first Banshee. Viking immediately being made. And here comes the Marines. No cloak here for the Banshee. I think EGDemuslim realizes that, so he's just going to bring his SCVs back here and try and get a turret down. And he's going to try and just get this Banshee to go away. How cool is that? Flying a helicopter in space. I wish I could do that. First Viking is just about to finish in a matter of 1, 2, now. So, oh, what was that? Okay, yeah, that was the Banshee there. Missile turret went. Banshee didn't see the missile turret or the Viking, which is never a good thing to not see. And here we have some Hellions coming out. I don't know if that's reactor. Yes, they are reactored Hellions. Gonna come out here from the Muslim. Uh, Interesting that he made that one Hellion but never did anything else. Trying to take out that last Banshee. Can the Viking do it? Yes, he does. But now it's Viking on Viking action. That Viking is dead. Without taking out 2 Banshees though, which is really good. And here comes 6 Hellions and an Automaton. They're going to try and... they should be trying to roast the Marines, but no, they're trying to roast a tank, which is a very hard thing to roast. You want to put it on a spit over the barbecue. It's just very heavy, and you're going to need a lot of firewood. So, yeah, these Hellions just kind of being chased down now. And by the looks of it, Tech Lab is going to be put onto the factory, and this reactor is going to go for the starport. And then this barracks is just going to take a leisurely stroll. I don't know if, looks like the Muslim might be going pure mech here, but this is also going to be a little hard for the Muslim to stop. Viking actually took out the door. Oh wow, roasts a couple Marines now. SCVs are done. Transforms a Viking actually, which is going to be taken out. 2 of the Vikings are transformed. Transform his own Viking, says the Muslim, and now he's going to clean up all these tanks without a cost of 10 SCVs. And first tank comes off for the Muslim. This is going to be hard. There comes the Viking. But it's also going to get hit down hard. It's going down. Actually, no, a little nice little Viking micro here coming up from the Muslim. And this tank is trying to do as much as it can. It's going to be able to take out that tank. Now it can take out that Viking as well. And the Muslim, actually, he holds it, and he lost 8 more SCVs, so, oh, here comes some more stuff. That tank goes down for the Muslim, and so does the Viking. I don't see how the Muslim is actually going to hold this. Another tank actually coming up, as well as another Viking, so he's going to immediately transform that, and siege mode is on its way for the Muslim, but it's not even halfway done yet, so pulled SCVs, actually, no, they're just transferred. So, no, now they're being pulled. And it looks like they're going to be actually able to clean this up. He takes out the Viking, the tank, and now there's 2 Vikings and some Marines against a tank, SCVs, and a Viking. That would be one of the most interesting engagements I've ever seen. And it kind of lost a lot because he had this factory, this barracks floating around, and he wasn't making Marines. If he had Marines, that would have been really helpful. Now, siege mode is just about to finish for the Muslim. Come on. In a matter of now. But he's not going to siege up his tank. He's going to siege up this tank if he knows it. Siege. There you go. And SCV's only maybe one over there. So, yeah, looks like the Muslim is going to have to just throw this command center back over here. Transforms another Viking. And this has kind of been like Viking, transform Vikings, transform Viking. And at the same time, ThorzaIn is also taking his expansion, so he's not just like trying to commit to an all-in here. You know, he is indeed looking towards the future. And now that the siege mode is done, I mean, this is pretty much going to be easily saved for the Muslim. But there's a huge supply difference right here, 46 to 64, and that's just, you know, for the Muslim, that's definitely not good. The Muslim's actually making 1 Viking at a time. Don't know why he's not making 2. Probably saving the gas for tanks now I think about it. Another command center here being made. So the Muslim, he's actually like, whatever, I'm going to take my 3rd as soon as I, get you out of here, which is going to be soon. And, yeah, looks like ThorzaIn is, ThorzaIn slowly moving back. But, there's 5 Vikings out here. He's going to try and snipe some Vikings. Where did the missiles come from in that thing? I'm sorry, I just saw something very interesting that... Oh, they're right there. That's where the missiles come on. You see, I thought that was part of... I thought it was like a jet turbine, and it kind of was like just part of that. But here, no, siege mode's done for ThorzaIn. Almost loses a tank there. So now ThorzaIn just going to try and set up a contain. And yeah, there's some Marines here. ThorzaIn's just getting his his natural saturated. He's staying on this Viking, this Viking Marine siege tank production. By the looks of it, with this reactor, it looks like he's just gonna try and get some medevacs out. So yeah, this bunker is hurt, and this tank is gonna go out. Oh no, that tank will nope. It won't. Oh yes, it does. I wasn't sure if that tank was in range or not. Now see, the Muslim is actually trying to make a lot of Vikings here because he wants to get that. Oh man, sorry, I had to sneeze there. He's gonna want to try and get that vision, so he's not using those scans, which are just mules essentially. And the Muslim actually, he's equalized pretty well. I mean, he's only behind by 9 supply right now, and his third is going to go up as well. Thorzain is also getting his third. So yeah, he needs to start getting. I don't know if if by the looks of it, the Muslims kind of going to go straight mech, which is I like that decision because Thorzain, he has this tendency of going marine tank a lot in TVT. Usually, he's not like Goody where he goes mech all the time, all day or a day, but he's kind of known for being a bit more of a mechy and Terran, particularly in his ZVT. So now, as you can see, Siege is going to get ready for it in case any other attacks come in, which I'm pretty sure Thorzain, he knows better not to go into attack here. Yeah, so if there was an armory put down in a Thor, I mean, I feel a Thor could really help right now because Thors just have a great ability of just tanking the siege tank fire and giving the siege tanks times to siege up and just, you know, wreak hell down upon the army. What is that sound I hear? Oh, those are Vikings. Jeez, those are 9 Vikings right there from the Muslim. And Blue Flame is actually on its way as well. So it looks like the Muslim is maybe going to try and get in the mineral lands, which are extremely unprotected, actually. If he could get a drop of Blue Flame Hellions, and the amount of damage he can do would actually be really great. And here comes the engagement. Oh, all these medevacs just going to die. And, wow. A single marauder for reasons unknown, and the Muslim has the advantage in this fight because he has so much Vikings, and he's just going to be able to know the range of Thorzain's tanks, and he's going to be able to see, because the tanks can't see their own range for some reason. Silly, I know. So yeah, as you can see here, you just barely see that. And I know this, I'm kind of doing bad on this cast, I just realized. So anyway, what Thorzain should probably do is, I feel Thorzain should probably just, you know, fall back, get some Viking count, because he could really use it right now. Just sit back, make some Vikings, make some medevacs, maybe even put up a second, starport, just so he can get a lot of medevacs and a lot of Vikings at the same time. You know, the medevacs, of course, keep his Marines alive, but the Vikings also to counter these Vikings as well. And an armory would probably be nice to start getting those upgrades for his tanks so they last a little longer against the Muslims' tanks, which also have, you know, I always feel that in a mirror matchup, particularly, even if the builds are different, it will come down to upgrades a lot. I mean, the first one to get like level 1 armor plating for vehicles or level 1 weapons for vehicles, they're going to have a severe advantage, and it's just going to be great. As we can see here, Blue Flame Hellions coming in to the third. They are going to roasty toast a lot of SCVs, and those SCVs will be parried. And oh, how much is he going to take out? He actually takes out 13. Fairly good amount for 4 Hellions, I'd say. And these Vikings are just everywhere. They're kind of going everywhere. I don't know, like, really what they could be doing else. And see, the Muslim, he's slowly moving out. As you can see this line here, especially on the minimap. If we just look on the minimap right now, there's this line here. It's been slowly moving out. It started right here. It's just been slowly moving. Almost a lot like how Thorzain does it. You know, just spoon, that whole spoon Terran idea. Now, I feel he could have just brought his Vikings in there, and wow, a lot of Marines. Look at all that, like, giblets of Marines and blood. And, oh, all the Vikings, I was going to say, that's a huge drop, but no, those are just the Vikings over there. Lost a lot of Vikings, actually. 2, 3. 3 Vikings, huh? That's something you don't kind of want to lose in TPT, especially when you're going like tank heavy. And oh wow, this is just going to be death right there. All the tanks are going to be cleaned up, and all the Marines will soon be cleaned up as well. You see, the Muslim now just forcing his way and saying, you know what, I can move forward. I have the tanks forward. I'm going to take my fourth. No, I am not. Actually, I LOL'd. And now here come the Vikings for the division. Slowly moving forward. Now see, this is the part of TVT that I love the most. Just these tank lines. A lot of people find it boring, but me, I find it so great because you're testing the range of your opponent's. You're testing the range of your opponent's tanks. You're trying to see how close you can get without dying, things like that. You're also trying to figure out how are you going to flank, how are you going to really get that edge in the battle. As we can see, Terran vehicle weapons level 1 coming up for Thorzain. I don't even think the Muslim has hello. The Muslim has a fusion core. Wow, I was not paying attention to the production tab at all. He also has 2 starports here that he's probably going to put tech labs on. He's not even using his fusion core right now. Come on, this is so sad. The amount of damage a single battlecruiser could do to this army is amazing. And looks like we're going to have another Hellion drop coming in. As to how much damage it's going to do, who knows? Okay, he's not going to go there. Thorzain does see it though. No, he doesn't. Okay, there you go. I'm going to take out a handful of SCVs and then just go right back in. Nice micro there for the Muslim. And the supply is pretty even, just only a 4 supply difference, and a lot of that supply is in tanks for the Muslim. Come on. Okay, so the Muslims get... No, that's Thorzain. Come on, the Muslim doesn't even have an armory up. What's wrong with you, the Muslim? This is very bad. The Terran ship level 1 for Thorzain, because those Vikings are going to be able to withstand Thorzain's Vikings as well as the battle cruisers a lot faster. It's going to really eat away at the battle cruisers. Come on, build a battle cruiser already. I'm excited. I want a battle cruiser. At least do behemoth reactors. So there it is, the first battle cruiser being built. The first 2 battle cruisers. Now, what did the Muslim, or what did Thorzain see? He saw that. Don't know if he noticed the fusion core. This is just huge. I love this guy. Just all the visions, scans going down, Vikings just destroying things, taking out more Vikings. I'm sorry, I don't really know what to say. I mean, I love it so much. I'm actually just marveled. Now I feel like if we got an SCV in for repair, that'd be very useful right now. Especially considering he lost 2 Vikings, which would have really helped him. Or 3 Vikings, actually. And, oh man, I'm excited for when those battlecruisers come in. Here comes a Viking engagement here. There's a lot of Vikings for Thorzain, and they also have that level 1 GG from the Muslim. Oh man, didn't even get to get his first battlecruiser up. There's too many Vikings here for the Muslim, as well as the push there. And just kind of cleaned up everything. Wow. I feel that the Muslim just didn't get an armory. He should have gotten an armory. There's the battlecruisers. So, I said this was a best of 3 series? This might have been a best of 5. There's 3 games. This is a best of 5 series. Okay, so we're going to go into game number 3 out of this best of 5 series. Sorry about that, guys. Slipping up. Anyway, stick around for game number 3.